All right. Welcome, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you very much for joining the webinar. We've already got somebody already here. Antonio, welcome. Hi, good to see you in so quickly. It's great. So guys, this is our 8 o'clock, 10 to 13 webinar where we'll be discussing a couple of different things. And I guess the first thing to do, as Antonio has just done, please introduce yourselves and please start commenting and keep in contact with us through the comment section throughout this webinar so that we can get a bit of conversation going. I'll introduce myself before we begin. My name is Cathal, and I am a teacher in the school, the Meravigli School in Milan. And I have been teaching in the Meravigli School for just over 1 year now. I'm 24 and I'm from Ireland. So that's why I have such a strange name, as you can see down here. Right. So the pronunciation of this is a little strange. It's pronounced like Cathal. So the T is silent in the pronunciation. But yeah, so today, guys, we're talking a little bit about some slang. So the reason why I wanted to talk to you about this today is just because a lot of the time when you're speaking to a native speaker in English, they will try, I hope, and hopefully they will try to make their English as understandable as possible. But oftentimes they will use certain phrases and certain words that are like natural for them, but they don't make any sense for you. And this is what slang is. It's kind of colloquial and local knowledge or local language that native speakers use to communicate with one another. And so I guess taking your English to the next level is really like having these kinds of phrases, not necessarily needing to use them, but being able to understand them and know what someone means when they use this type of language. So we have another person in here. We've got Flavia. Flavia, welcome. So very, very good to have you here from Rome. I hope you're doing well. Antonio, the same for you as well. Both of you guys from Rome. So we're going to get started in a moment or two. I guess maybe could you tell me, guys, before we start, do you know any slang? Do you guys know any slang vocabulary from anywhere? It can be from Ireland, it can be from England, it can be from America. What slang phrases do you guys know already? What kind of phrases do you guys are you familiar with? Oh, we have Clara as well. Hey, Clara. Thanks so much for joining. Clara's a kind of a regular, shall we say, of these webinars. It's great. So tell me in the comments, guys, what slang phrases, what slang words do you already know? I know the word bruja, that, if I'm not wrong, in New York means umbrella. Now that's a new one for me. That is a new one for me too, Flavia. I've never heard that before, but that's incredible. If that's what an umbrella is in New York, that is fantastic. I know that in England they say brolly. Brolly is like the English, the UK way of saying umbrella. So umbrella in the UK slang. But that's an interesting one. We have Martina. Hi, Martina from Rome as well. Oh my God, massive Roman contribution here. Lots of representation. I like it. I like it. What's up? Of course. Very, very kind of useful phrase to know. Like, it is quite a simple one, but it's something that when it's said very, very quickly, it's something that like not a lot of people can understand. So yeah, what's up is basically just saying like how are you, like what is going on with you. um, and this is something that um, can be shortened sometimes to just sup. Also a potential one as well. Right? So these are all very, very good phrases to use. Oh, Clara, you're already in with the Irish stuff, and I love it. I love it. How's she cutting? Like, we could spend 1 hour talking about Irish slang phrases, and we might do that in a while. But for now, how's she cutting? That's an incredible slang phrase, and this is very, very um, kind of particular of Ireland for sure. How's she cutting is just how are things? Okay, how's she cutting? How are things? My God, that is phenomenal. I would say. Uh, how's she cutting? How are things? Very good. Then we have, oh, Flavia has said here, gonna wanna, absolutely. Yes. Gonna wanna. So gonna is like going to, and wanna is want to, as you've said there. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, maybe it's not slang, but it's certainly what we would call connected speech. So connected speech, gonna, wanna, gotta, all those kind of things. Give me, all those things are considered connected speech phrases. So yeah, gonna is going to, wanna is want to. Yeah, and these would be called connected speech phrases. There you go. Another example of this, as Martina has says, kinda. Exactly. So kinda instead of kind of. So, oh, how are you? So, oh, I'm kind of tired. So you can hear it when people often say it in conversation. Kinda. It's just I think it's more these examples, going to, want to, all that sort of stuff. It's more an example of people being lazy and just not wanting to say the full words. Some more Irish here. Clara, you're pulling out the big guns here for this. My God, your gas. Your gas means you're funny. You're funny. My goodness, look at this. Your gas means you're funny. And more. My God. I tell you, it's like Clara knows that she knows how to appeal to her teacher right now. What's the crack? Oh my God. Guys, if you use this phrase, please make sure that you only use it with Irish people, because anyone from any other country is probably not going to understand what you're trying to say. If you say what's the crack to an American, they will be confused. That I think they'll know what it means, but they'll be confused as to why an Italian or a French person or a Spanish person is using this type of language. So what's the crack? What's the crack is kind of, what's the crack is a lot of things put together. Um, it's kind of like how are you, how are things, what's going on, all put together. How are you? How are things? What's going on with you, all together. So, oh, Clara, you're reading an Irish book. Well, sure, no wonder you have all of these amazing phrases. This is great, guys. This is fantastic stuff. So, all of these typical kind of colloquial phrases. Now, you might not necessarily need to use them, as I said at the beginning, but for sure, they're great to know and great to understand. Um, because once you understand them, then you'll feel a lot more comfortable, um, kind of like speaking to people from different countries. Like one, and I feel like that's one of the main things that really kind of can stop you from speaking to people is confidence and comfort with the English. Is that if you're not confident speaking English to someone, then, or if you're not comfortable speaking English to someone, then that will transfer over to them, and they will then feel, oh God, right, I need to speak very, very simply and with a lot of simple English. Um, in order for this person to understand me. And so, what you want to do is to be able to learn as much of this as possible and be comfortable and confident with it so that when you do talk to the likes of myself or your teachers in Rome or wherever you are, that you know you'll be able to speak to them naturally and in a kind of nice flowing way. So that's kind of hopefully what we're going to touch on today with the slides, and then some extra things at the end. I guess Clara has already got the Irish book, but I will for sure give you guys some more Irish phrases because this is something that I love teaching this type of language, but in particular. So let's have a look at our slides. So as I go along, guys, if you think of any more phrases, if there are any other slang phrases that maybe you've heard of or you want to clarify, please let me know. Please write them down into the comments section so that we can talk about it and we can discuss it. So some slang, guys. Let's go into the first part here. So greetings, responses, and descriptive words. So interesting questions here. We've already established what is slang. We know what that is, right? We want to now know, when is it appropriate? So when can you use slang? When is it the right time to use slang? And when is it not the right time to use slang? What do you think? Because slang is not something that is just solely American or British or Irish. It's everywhere. Like you guys as well, depending on where you're from in Italy, you guys have your own slang from your hometown, right? I know Clara is from Sicily, and so the Sicilian kind of slang as well would be much different to that in Parma or in Rome or in Milan. So all of these different places, they all have different types of slang. Absolutely, very good, Flavia, for sure. During informal conversations, for sure. So during an informal conversation, that is your opportunity to use slang, or that is where you would hear slang most of the time. Okay. Exactly. There you go. So Clara has said can be used among friends, colleagues, and people who are confident with. Maybe in this case, Clara would say comfortable with, not confident with. There you go. Exactly. So this is an example where you cannot use it. So Martina has said you can use slang with your friends, but definitely not with your boss. Definitely a better idea to keep it more informal. So Aria here, welcome Aria. Thank you so much for joining. They serve to shorten. Exactly. So slang is there to shorten the conversation. So it's kind of what it does. It makes this conversation quicker. You receive and you ask for information in a much more efficient kind of way. So as opposed to spending a long time saying, "Oh, hello, how are you? How are things? What's going on recently? Tell me about work." You can just say, "What's up?" And "what's up" encompasses all of those questions all in one. So let me see if I can get the slides back up here. I don't know why it didn't work there for a moment. Here we go. Okay. So you guys are absolutely correct. So now we're going to have a look at some greetings and also some responses when it comes to slang. So these here, guys, these ones that we're going to look at now, they're just very general phrases. They're not kind of they're not specific to any sort of country, but they're certainly understood everywhere. Interesting question here from Clara. Can it happen that some English speakers don't understand each other if they use slang? This is absolutely correct. Yes, it does happen sometimes. So I guess where I'm from in Ireland, I live on the east coast. I live near enough to Dublin, so the slang that I would use is a kind of mixture between rural, countryside slang, and also a bit of Dublin slang. But there are absolutely slang phrases and words that people use in the south of Ireland or the west of Ireland that I am not familiar with at all, and that's just me within my own country. So you can imagine um, what happens when people from different countries meet. So I guess if you're in a situation where um, the people are speaking to each other and they're from different countries, they're not going to use as much slang from their native countries, but they'll use general slang like um, what we're going to look at now. So, oh, very good. Yeah, Adia, to give character, absolutely. Like when you talk to your friends too, you often use yep instead of yes. Exactly. There's a great example. Yep. Just keeping it really short. Even though yes and yep, they're the same amount of letters, it does make it a lot more informal and friendly, I guess. So let's have a look at some of these phrases. So let's get them here. Okay. So perhaps you guys have seen some of these before. So we've got, hey, what's up? How's it going? What are you up to? What's new? All right. So a lot of these kind of depend on how you say them. So the pronunciation or the tone of your voice when you say these phrases. So, hey, obviously, it's fine. But these kind of question ones, what's up? So your tone, the tone of your voice will lift when you say, what's up? Or how's it going? Right. So anytime you usually have a question, the tone of your voice will be higher at the end of the question. And the final one, all right, is a very English slang phrase. Even though it's only one word, all right, like we would like use it whether in Italian it's what allora. It's like all right, okay, right. That's kind of how it's used in general English. But when it's used as a question and as slang, all right is, and you have to say it like this, all right is a phrase that we use to ask if someone is okay, but then also to ask what is new. It's like to include all of these questions together. This is specifically for kind of British slang. Okay. So, all right is just a way to say, how are you? What's going on? That sort of thing. Really kind of strange, but very useful to know. So it's often used when maybe if you haven't seen a friend of yours for a while, it could be a couple of days, it could be a week or so. You meet them or you call them, they'll say, all right, and you'll have to answer with, how are you? So if someone says, all right, it's like, yeah, I'm all right, I'm doing okay, blah, blah, blah. So the response is then, nothing, not much, not bad, just chilling, just hanging out. Same old, same old. So, what's up? What are you up to? And what's new? These phrases you can answer with nothing or nothing much. Okay? So, nothing or not much very, very important to know when you can use those phrases. So, what's up? What is up? Nothing much is up, basically, is what you're responding with there. But in effect, you just say, not much. Okay. How's it going? Not bad. Okay. Aria. I mean, this is the only way that you can get comfortable with it. So I know, and you can sound silly to yourself when you say it, but and like I'm sure my housemate now is probably thinking, like, what the hell is Carl talking about? What is he doing? So with that one, don't worry so much because that's literally just specifically for English people. But yeah, do go for it. Practice it. And if you want to kind of look at an example for this, I recommend watching like there are some TV shows in England like Coronation Street or Emmerdale, for different kind of soap operas, I guess, in England that I would suggest you watch those. Um, they're very, very good. Any kind of English character might use them. Clara's there as well, trying to repeat the intonation. This is it. This is how you get it, guys. Practice, practice, practice. And now, while you're in quarantine, you're in your apartment or your home, whether you're by yourself or with someone else, you can practice with them. Okay? So, not bad. Just chilling is kind of what are you up to? So, what are you up to? Anytime somebody asks you, in effect, what are you doing? So, what are you doing or what's up? All right, what are you up to? Just chilling, just hanging out, same old, same old. Same old is kind of something you can respond to any of these, right? What's up? Same old, same old. And what does it mean? It means you are doing the same things that you have been doing for the last while. All in this together. Exactly. Just like High School Musical teaches us, we are all in this together. Sick reference. If anybody gets that, sick reference. Okay, so very, very good, guys. Just to repeat it one last time, to go through the different kind of intonation of this. So, hey, what's up? How's it going? What are you up to? What's new? All right. All right. So kind of lift your head a little bit when you say it. All right. You can kind of project your voice up a bit. Okay. Never mind. Forget about it. These are great. Yeah, yeah. So if someone um, if someone apologizes for something, um, I guess you would use forget about it. Oh, forget about it. You could say don't mention it. Don't mention it could be a good one. So if someone says, if someone apologizes to you, says, "Oh God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry," you say, "Don't worry, don't mention it. It's okay. Forget about it. It's fine. Right? Never mind." And I guess forget about it to a certain extent as well is more like when someone is worrying. They're like, "Oh no, no, oh okay, I'll do it, I'll do it." And you just go, "No, never mind, forget about it." It's more like a dismissive kind of comment to use, but very, very good. Very kind of a good one to do with your family or even a boyfriend or girlfriend, right? Particularly ladies, I'm kind of more projecting this at you guys. To if your boyfriend does something bad and then he's like, "Oh, did you want me to do something?" Like, never mind, forget about it. Just use that. You guys know. You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, very good. Here we go. So, Clara's asking, I can't complain. Can we use it when answering to what's up? Absolutely. What's up? I can't complain. All right. Can't complain. I guess you would it's more of a better, I would say. You can use it if you want to say if you want to answer what's up, but it's better to use if someone says, how are you doing, right? Or how's it going, right? Even all right, if someone says, all right, can't complain. What are you how's it going? Can't complain. Very much. Even you don't even need to say I. You can just say can't complain, because we know you mean I. Because if they're asking you, they know it's going to be you responding. So very good, nice. Any others, guys? Keep them going. Okay. Okay, Aria, don't worry. That's absolutely fine. I hope you enjoyed the slang phrases that we did. If you can reconnect, do it. Go for it. If not, this is going to be here later as well on YouTube, so you can watch it later. All right, no problem. Okay, let's now, guys, have a look at some other phrases, or a kind of maybe situation in practice. So these different phrases here, guys. Good morning. How are you? It's a pleasure to see you. What have you been doing lately? Number 3, I'm well. I haven't done anything new or exciting recently. Number 4, I'm fine. I'm not doing anything in particular. How can we change these phrases into more informal, as we said, situations, informal slang phrases? So I'll give you guys a minute to type in. Type in 1, 2, 3, 4, and what it would be in the slang. And then we can discuss a little bit more about some other phrases perhaps that we can use. So yeah, all of these phrases here, the greetings and the responses, these are all phrases that everyone will understand. Clara's wondering, so do you say morning instead of good morning? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So if someone just comes in, they open the door, morning, instead of good morning. Morning's a lot more of a friendly kind of thing to say. If you want to say that. And as well, instead of saying good night, people just say nice, right, nice, instead of good night. So here we go. We've got it. Flavia, Martina, fantastic. How's it going? There you go. Hey, how's it going? Perfect. Perfect response. Morning. How's it going? All right. Excellent stuff there, guys. So in this case, yeah, how's it going is probably the best one. All right. How are you? If you wanted to, in that situation, we could say all right as well. What about number 2, number 3, number 4? So, it's a pleasure to see you. Nice to see you. What are you up to? Absolutely. So, this one is an interesting one, right? So, number 2, we could say good to see you. Good to see you. And then, what have you been doing lately? Not what are you up to, because if you say what are you up to, that's now. Or what are you doing? That's now. So what have you been up to? Because it's in the present perfect continuous. We could change it to the present perfect. Say what of. So again, making it shorter. What have you been up to? So instead of what have you, what of. I know it can sound strange. What have you been up to? What have you been up to? So take it like one part at a time. What? What of? What have you? What have you been up? What have you been up to? Right? It can seem strange and stupid or silly to say it alone by yourself, but this is how you get the fluency, the flow through it. Okay. So, absolutely, as you guys, Flavia, you've said it as well. Just chilling. I'm well. Haven't done anything new or exciting recently. And as Clara has said, just chilling. Same old, same old. So you can combine the two of them together if you want to. All right. It doesn't just have to be one. Very good. And the last one then, number 4. I'm fine. I'm not doing anything in particular. What do we think? Not doing anything in particular. Could this be the same as number 4? Number 3. Okay, Clara. What have you been up to? Means what are you going to? So no, this is the present perfect, right? Because look at the number 2, sentence 2. It's a pleasure to see you. What have you been doing lately? This is the present perfect continuous, right? And so, what have you been doing lately up to now? And so, if we use the present perfect, what have you been up to now? Okay. What have you been up to recently? Is the basically what we would say. Exactly. So very good. Number 4 there, guys. Yes, Flavia's got it. Excellent. Not bad. Just hanging out. Or as Martina has said, yes, not bad. Same old, same old. Very good, guys. So what have you been up to? Okay, cool. You got it. You got it. It's just basically using the present perfect. Right. Now let's go on to the next part. Now, so some slang adjectives. Yeah, these can sometimes cause a lot of difficulty when people use them, particularly English speakers. And sometimes you might actually hear some of your teachers use these um, when they're in class or whether they're not in class. So if they're just walking around talking to other teachers, they might use some of these phrases. So we want to decide whether they're positive or negative. Are they used in a positive way or a negative way? So we've got bummer, awesome, dodgy, wicked, sucks, sick, brilliant, crap. So what do you guys think? Again, I'll give you a minute to type them. Then you can say positive or negative, a P for positive or an N for negative, if it makes it easier. What do you think? So these ones are a little bit, and I'll be able to tell you now which ones are more kind of American maybe or more British in terms of their use. So bummer is certainly a lot more of an American term that's used. Awesome, I guess it's universal, maybe more American. Dodgy, certainly. Dodgy is certainly more British, more Irish as well. Wicked, maybe more English, although I have heard some Americans use it as well. Sucks, definitely American. Sick, American. Brilliant, more English, I guess. Crap, more English as well. Okay, here we go. Let's go through them. So we've got bummer, negative for sure. Bummer is negative. So bummer, it's kind of it's a strange one. Bummer is used to say that it's used usually when something bad happens to someone else and it's the response that you give to them. It's kind of like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Ah, bummer. That's unfortunate almost. It's kind of similar to like, that's unfortunate. Bummer. Sorry to hear that. Okay. Then we have negative, sucks for sure. Yeah, Martina, very good. Awesome is positive. Sick. So wicked and sick. This is interesting. Martina has gone for a negative. Does anyone else think of anything else? Brilliant is for sure positive. Yeah. So let me show you guys which ones go where. So dodgy is negative. Wicked is positive. Sucks, negative. Sick is positive. Brilliant, positive. And crap, negative. So I know that these can be confusing, right? So Clara's got there. Dodgy, negative, very good. Wicked, positive, nice. So let's go through them kind of individually and discuss when they're used. So bummer, we've already said. I hope that's okay, Flavia. Bummer is kind of I'm sorry to hear that, or that's unfortunate. Used in these contexts when something bad happens to a friend or a colleague, they're in a bad situation. Ah, bummer. Sorry to hear that. Okay. Awesome. I mean, awesome, right? It's amazing. So, Martina, okay. Why is it positive? What does it mean? This is the confusion. So, wicked. Wicked is like similar to saying it's amazing. I would encourage you to watch the first Harry Potter film if you want to experience this. Watch the very first Harry Potter film because when Ron and Harry meets for the first time, Harry shows Ron his scar on his head, and Ron's reaction is one of amazement and wonder. He goes, "Oh, wicked!" Like it's like amazing, wow. So wicked is like used in this sense, and the same way, sick. If if an American person says, "Oh, that's sick," like that's amazing. It's incredible, right? I know it's very strange because wicked and sick, in normal sense, if something is wicked, it's bad, or if something is sick, it's unwell, not healthy. But in a slang sense, wicked is amazing, as is sick is also amazing. So awesome, wicked, sick, brilliant. These are all synonyms of each other. They're basically the same meaning. They all mean the same. But bummer, as we said, sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. Dodgy. If something is dodgy, then it is unreliable. Okay? Dodgy, it just means it is unreliable. Okay? If something sucks, then it's terrible, it's bad, it's awful, it's horrible, right? So if you say, "Oh, that sucks," it's like saying that is terrible. So, like a lot of the time, if you go to a sports game in America, people will say, "Oh, you suck," to whatever player is on the pitch, and they're just saying you're terrible. They're trying to like heckle and shout at the athletes. And again, crap as well. Crap is like bad. Okay. Yeah. So the original meaning, yeah, Martina, the original meaning is for sure negative, yeah, but the slang meaning is a little bit different. So all of these things would be used in a similar. All the positive ones used in a similar way. The negative ones so slightly different. So if anyone has any questions now, God, please let me know. Right, if there's any, if you guys have any problems, if there's anything that's unclear, if you want me to give an example of something, let me know. All right. So these are some slang adjectives. Okay, so here, there we go. Got some examples here. So let's have a look at these ones now, guys. Number one there. If someone says to you, "You got the job," or sorry, if you're saying to someone else, "You got the job," so they got the job. You got the job. That's what? What would we say? Number two, my girlfriend just broke up with me. Ooh, okay. That's maybe more of a negative one. Number three, I didn't get the job I interviewed for. That's what? It's okay. The place seemed a bit. Hmm, anyway. Number four, sorry. Number four, the coolest thing just happened. I had a coffee with George Clooney. Oh my god, coffee with George Clooney. Definitely stalking George Clooney. That's so what? And number five, have you seen Dave's new car? Yeah, it's whatever. So number one there. Excellent. Exactly, Flavia. Very good. Yeah, that's awesome. Again, Clara. Yeah, that's brilliant. So like I said, guys, with the positive ones, most of the time you can just use them interchangeably. They all mean pretty much the same thing. Right, Flavia has said number two, that sucks. That's crap. Right, as Clara has said here, very good. So you can say either one of those. Oh, that sucks. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. That's crap. Um, number three. Okay, so number three, that's a bummer. So bummer would be used with a. That's a bummer. So it's used more like a noun in this case. That's a bad situation. That is unfortunate. That's a bummer. So if it said that is crap, but it wouldn't say that is a crap, because if you're saying that is a crap, then it means something completely different. Something that belongs in the toilet. Fine. Number four, that's so awesome. That's so brilliant. Yes. Number three, yeah, very good, Flavia. That's a bummer. Well, number five, number four and five. That's so sick. Yeah, there you go. You can use that as well. Very good. Very, very good. And number five then. Have you seen Dave's new car? Yeah, it's what? I mean, in this case, if it's a new car, it's probably going to be a positive thing, right? If it's new. Right. Or maybe it's not. Maybe if you think it's a negative thing, yeah, it's crap, right? Jeez, have you seen Dave's new car? Oh, yeah, it's crap, right? If it's negative, or if it's positive, whoa, have you seen Dave's new car? Yeah, it's wicked. There you go. Absolutely, Flavia. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, these kind of things. It really depends on the tone of voice that you use, kind of what situation it is, what way you're feeling about something. Very good, guys. Very, very good. Says that. Now we're going to have a look at some more phrases. So we need to match the definition to the word or phrase that is here on the right and the left hand side. Okay. So on the left hand side, we have these new phrases. Maybe not new phrases. Maybe you've seen them or heard them before. We need to say, to have a crush on means what? To chat up means what? Hot, cheers, to get dumped, grub, wasted, mates. These are some very, very, very good slang phrases. For sure, for sure. So again, guys, take your time. What do you think they are connected to? What do you think each of these means? To have a crush on, to chat up, hot, cheers, to get dumped, grub, wasted, mates. And then on the other side, we have when you like a person and want them to become your boyfriend or girlfriend. When a relationship finishes, to flirt, say things to show a romantic interest. Adjective to describe an attractive person. Friends, thanks, food, and drunk. Okay, so Clara's already on it already. Here we go. Crush on, like a person. Exactly. To have a crush on someone is when you like them. You want them to become your boyfriend or girlfriend. To chat up someone is very good. Yes, Clara. To flirt. Uh, Flavia, mates, friends, very good. Cheers, more used in Ireland or is general? Cheers is a general term, Flavia. So, I mean, for sure, cheers is used in Ireland as well. But if you really wanted to kind of up the Irishness a bit, cheers in Ireland or in Irish, in the Irish language, is sláinte. So the sláinte is the kind of pronunciation. That's how we would say it. And my good friend Brian would kill me for writing the phonetics like this, but this is how you say it. Sláinte. That's how you say it in Ireland. It's a good way. You have a pint of Guinness. Use sláinte. So we've covered the first two. So to have a crush on is when you like a person, you want them to become your boyfriend or girlfriend. To chat up, to flirt. Mates is friends. Is it Gaelic? Yeah. So funny thing, Flavia, Gaelic is actually not the language of Ireland. We would say it's Irish. So it's Irish. Irish is the nationality and the language as well. Gaelic is more like the general term for all Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. They're the Gaelic countries or the Gaelic languages, I guess. But Irish is the language. Yeah. So what do we think, guys, for the rest of them? Hot, cheers, to get dumped, grub, and wasted. So we have three of them already. We need to sort out the rest of them. What do you think? Let me see if this works. Yeah. All right. So mates is for sure friends. Hot. Have we heard of this before? Hot is the adjective that is used to describe an attractive person. If someone says cheers, it's thanks. To get dumped is when a relationship finishes. Grub is another word for food, way of saying food. Wasted is drunk, of course, and mates, friends. Yes, very good, Martina. Nice. So to get dumped, Clara, interesting one. To get dumped when your partner. So the to get dumped is when your partner finishes the relationship. So if your boyfriend or girlfriend dumps you, they are ending the relationship. To get dumped, so you'd say I got dumped or I was dumped. But if you so you can just use it as a verb, I dumped him, right? Or I dumped her. That's when you ended the relationship. That's how we would say that. Then we have grub, of course, bit of grub, bit of food. Great way to express that you're eating food. I'm just having some grub, some food. Right. Hot, very good. Yes, Martina, very good. So down in the dumps, It doesn't actually stem from from dump as a verb. Dump is a another way of saying like uh, it's a place where rubbish and trash is put. So grub is food, all types of food, any type of food at all. So yeah, dump, a dump is a place, but to dump someone is to end a relationship with someone. All right. So wasted is like the American term for drunk. That's how we would say it. Okay. So a dump is the place where rubbish, trash is put. So when you say I'm down in the dumps, is I feel like I'm in a rubbish or a trash place mentally. Okay, guys, that was great. That was really, really good stuff all around. I'm unfortunately going to have to finish there, because we've run over in our time. But I hope that this was helpful. And I really hope that you guys can use these phrases now, be more comfortable and confident with them. Yeah, they're really good. And what I would suggest now is to have a look at some TV shows, certainly American and British TV shows, to see if you can hear them, or hear them when the characters say them. So that would be like the next thing to do to practice. So, guys, thank you guys so much for being so great, for participating. I know 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock was very late, but you guys were fantastic. So have a very, very nice evening and hopefully see you soon. Okay. Bye, guys.